Africa is waking up. And right now, we are starting to get new African leaders who are singing the song of Pan-Africanism, who are singing the song that Africans want to hear. Welcome to my YouTube space, and I am the Kenyan Beast. Now, right now, we had someone called, we have a president called Ibrahim Traore. This is the leader of Burkina Faso. And we have a leader called Netumbo. Ndetu. This is a leader of Namibia, first female president of Namibia. And Netumbo, Nandi Ndaitwa is singing the song of Ibrahim Traore. There is a unity between Ibrahim Traore and Netumbo Ndaitwa, even if it's not open now, but we as the Pan-Africanist, we are reading the signs. We as the Africans, we are reading the signs. And this is what we want. We want that because the unity between Ibrahim Traore and Ndaitwa will be of the great impact to Africa, and it is a threat to the Western powers. Why? Because number one, they are speaking both the unity. They are speaking about the Pan-African solidarity. The West sees such unity as a growing wave of Pan-Africanism that challenges the neo-colonialism influence. And the greatest weapon of Africans is unity. The greatest weapon to end neo-colonization or to liberate ourselves is the unity. This is all we want, unity of Africans. And in Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore, they are bringing this on the table. And we all need to buy this. They are bringing it for free. Let's unite as Africans, because that's the story. And the West are seeing this as a threat because it will end neo-colonialism. And by ending this neo-colonialism influence, for example, Traore represents radical anti-imperialist youth leadership, while Ndaitwa brings legitimacy and diplomatic experience. Their unity symbolizes a blend of revolutionary energy and institutional credibility. The first step, what Ndaitwa did when he went to power, first of all, he revoked the US citizens who are there illegally. Everyone who is coming need to have visa. These things of you are coming from your country because you are white, you're getting easy pass, and we coming to your country don't get easy pass, is a no. That's the first thing. And that speaks volumes in a Pan-African terms and liberation terms. And both leaders, Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore, are known for promoting sovereignty, reducing Western military or economic dominance, and seeking alternative alliances, e.g. with Russia, China, and among African nations. Now, this threatens Western geopolitical control and economic interest, especially in the resource-rich areas like the Sahel region and South Africa. You know, we need to take control of our economic. One thing that the West is beating us is because they are controlling our economic. You know, we don't have sovereignty. So that's one thing that we need to have as Africa. And I see Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore, the merge between them, it will bring up this. The merge between them, it will end this Western geopolitical influence in our African nations and economic interest. So I believe that that is a threat. It's a threat to the Western countries. The West worry. They worry the alliances between Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore creates a powerful model for the other Western or African countries, especially those questioning Western aid, military presence, and political influence. It could inspire a domino effect towards continental self-determination. And self-determination is what African need. The African countries need to have self-determination. We need to know who we are. Sometimes I usually sit down and think, who we are, who are we? How are we colonized? How are we still being colonized up to today? Why do we make choices that are not good for the people? Why are we, making happy the colonizer and we are suffering? That's all we need to end as African countries. And this combination is a great to the African countries. Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore combining together, the unity and the peace and the sovereignty and the liberation will be very fast, will be catalyzed. That's what we need. To the West, the symbolic and political unity of Traore and Ndaitwa suggests the rise of more assertive, independent Africa. And from my point of view, this unity that we are seeing, or this what Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore are doing for their country and for the Africa may be a strategic threat to Western interest. For example, the resource control. Right now, Ndaitwa said, I want to control the resources myself because I know what is best for my people. Ibrahim Traore said he knows what is best for his people. You are in France. You don't know what is best for my people. You in USA, you don't know what is best for my people. You don't know what they are going through. You don't know what Africans are going through. Your work is to come here and take over resources, control the prices and everything. Let's African leaders, let's ourselves control the resources. Burkina Faso and Namibia are very rich in gold, uranium, and other critical minerals. So if both leaders advocate for resource nationalism or turn to non-Western partners like Russia or China, the West could lose access to influence over these assets. And that's a very, very big threat. That is a strategic threat, very big threat. We talk about military influence. Traore has already pushed out French troops out of Burkina Faso. If Namibia follows these two, it's a threat and it will weaken the Western military. And I'm looking to that. Namibia, Burkina Faso, working together. And let me tell you, when you look at the map, Namibia is down there, Burkina Faso up here, Mali and Niger. When we stretch this, Ghana, Nigeria, Togo, all of them may fall on this rhetoric of unity and Pan-Africanism. And let me tell you, the West may be losing more and more. Understand what I'm saying? We may have an anti-neo-colonial narrative because both leaders, we have seen them promoting African sovereignty and criticize Western neo-colonialism, and their unity will strengthen this narrative, or it's strengthening the narrative, inspiring others to challenge Western dominance. And if, my people, let me tell you what this will happen. And Ndaitwa and Traore, when they start speaking one language, as they are, when they unite, the neighboring countries, the people of the countries will be like, oh, see the neighbors are doing this. Why can't we do this? And the generation we are right now, they don't play. They will be like, oh, we need change. And they will force neighboring countries to bring change. That's what we need. Youth mobilization, Traore especially resonate with African youths, and this is a plus. And a joint platform with Ndaitwa, who brings experience, because Ndaitwa is older, brings experience to this game. It will be a game changing. This is a threat to diplomatic threat, shifting alliances, going to the BRICS, joining hands with Russia, and China is a threat to the Western countries. I see this unity between Ndaitwa, or this rhetoric of Ndaitwa and Ibrahim Traore, is a very big threat to the Western powers. I see that very big threat to the Western powers, and I may say this: the unity of them plays a very positive impact to the African symbol of Pan-African unity, youthful revolutionary leader, experience, liberation, era leaderships. It will be a very good combination. It will be very positive for Africa. Now, again, I see this as redefining leadership standards. For example, Traore brings agency, anti-corruption, energy, and fearless anti-imperialism, while Ndaitwa brings diplomacy, policy, experience, and international respect. You know what I mean? Together they could inspire a new leadership or a new standard of leadership era, and assertive, sovereignty, yet strategic, and people love it. It will have a very, very positive impact to the African countries. It will strengthen African sovereignty, inspiration to African youth and women, because youth movement demand accountable, decolonized, and leadership, while women rights across the continent. With Ndaitwa being the face, it will be great. I believe their unity, if it is genuine, and backed by action, it could become a turning point for Africa's future. What do you think? Tell me in the comment section.